Welcome back to the English Cat. Today we'll learn about 1,000 B1 level English words with definition. So let's get started. Abandon, to leave a place, thing, or person, usually forever. Acknowledge, to accept, admit, or recognize something or the truth or existence of something. Acquire, to get or buy something, to gain a new skill. Adapt, to change or to change something to suit different conditions or uses. Advocate, to publicly support or suggest an idea, development, or way of doing something. Alter, to change something, usually slightly, or to cause the characteristics of something to change. Anticipate, to imagine or expect that something will happen. Appreciate, to recognize how good someone or something is and to value him, her, or it. Clarify, to make something clear or easier to understand by giving more details or a simpler explanation. Compensate, to pay someone money in exchange for something that has been lost or damaged or for some problem. Convince, to persuade someone or make someone certain. Decline, to gradually become less, worse, or lower, to refuse. Distinguish, to notice or understand the difference between two things or to make one person or thing seem different from another. Evaluate, to judge or calculate the quality, importance, amount, or value of something. Imply, to communicate an idea or feeling without saying it directly. Justify, to show that there is a good reason for something, especially something that others think is wrong. Negotiate, to have formal discussions with someone in order to reach an agreement with them. Reinforce, to make something stronger. Speculate, to guess possible answers to a question when you do not have enough information to be certain. Sustain, to cause or allow something to continue for a period of time. Abstract, existing as an idea, feeling, or quality, not as a material object. Accurate, correct, exact, and without any mistakes. Adequate, enough or satisfactory for a particular purpose. Ambitious, having a strong wish to be successful, powerful, or wealthy. Apparent, able to be seen or understood. Artificial, made by people, often as a copy of something natural. Beneficial, helpful, useful, or good. Capable, able to do things effectively and skillfully and to achieve results. Complex, involving a lot of different but related parts, difficult to understand. Conventional, traditional, and ordinary. Crucial, extremely important or necessary. Efficient, working or operating quickly and effectively in an organized way. Genuine, if something is genuine, it is real and exactly what it appears to be. hostile, unfriendly and not liking something. Inevitable, certain to happen and unable to be avoided or prevented. Significant, important or noticeable. Subtle, not loud, bright, noticeable or obvious in any way. Temporary, not lasting or needed for very long. Ultimate, most extreme or important because either it is the original or final, or it is the best or worst. Widespread, existing or happening in many places and or among many people. Aspect, one part of a situation, problem, subject, etc. Capacity, the total amount that can be contained or produced, someone's ability to do a particular thing. Circumstance, a fact or event that makes a situation the way it is. Consequence, a result of a particular action or situation, often one that is bad or not convenient. Dispute, an argument or disagreement, especially an official one between, for example, workers and employers. Emphasis, the particular importance or attention that you give to something. Initiative, a new plan or process to achieve something or solve a problem. Perspective, a particular way of considering something. Potential, someone's or something's ability to develop, achieve, or succeed. Welfare, physical and mental health and happiness, especially of a person. Absorb, to take something in, especially gradually, can be liquid, information, or money. Assert, to behave in a way that expresses your confidence, importance, or power, to say that something is certainly true. Boost, to improve or increase something. Confront, to face, meet, or deal with a difficult situation or person. Consult, to get information or advice from a person, book, or etc. with special knowledge on a particular subject. Dedicate, to give your energy, time, etc. completely to something. Derive, to get something from something else. Detect, to notice something that is partly hidden or not clear, or to discover something. Emerge, to appear by coming out of something or from behind something. Expose, to remove what is covering something so that it can be seen, to make public something bad or dishonest. Facilitate, to make something possible or easier. Implement, to start using a plan or system. Incorporate, to include something as part of something larger. Perceive, to come to an opinion about something or have a belief about something. Pursue, to follow someone or something, usually to try to catch him, her, or it, to try to achieve something over a period of time. Restore, to return something or someone to an earlier good condition or position. Retain, to keep or continue to have something. Seek, to try to find something or get something, especially something that is not a physical object. Undertake, to do or begin to do something, especially something that will take a long time or be difficult. Utilize, to use something in an effective way. Appropriate, suitable or right for a particular situation or occasion. Consistent, always behaving or happening in a similar, especially positive way. Controversial, causing disagreement or discussion. Critical, of the greatest importance to the way things might happen, giving opinions or judgments. Deliberate, of an action done intentionally or planned. Desperate, feeling that you have no hope and are ready to do anything to change the situation. Dramatic, very sudden or noticeable or full of action and excitement. Effective, successful or achieving the results that you want. Extensive, covering a large area, having a great range. Fundamental, forming the base from which everything else develops, more important than anything else. Intense, extreme and forceful or of a feeling very strong. Mutual, of two or more people or groups feeling the same emotion or doing the same thing to or for each other. Neutral, not saying or doing anything that would encourage or help any of the groups involved in an argument or war. Precise, exact and accurate. Severe, causing very great pain, difficulty, worry, damage, etc., very serious. Sophisticated, made in a complicated way and therefore able to do complicated tasks. Stable, firmly fixed or not likely to move or change. Strategic, helping to achieve a plan, for example, in business or politics. Visible, able to be seen. Visual, relating to seeing. Administration, the arrangements and tasks needed to control the operation of a plan or organization. Approach, a way of considering or doing something. Component, a part that combines with other parts to form something bigger. Concept, a principle or idea. Conflict, an active disagreement between people with opposing opinions or principles. Contribution, something that you contribute or do to help produce or achieve something together with other people. Dimension, a measurement of something in a particular direction, especially its height, length, or width, a part or feature or way of considering something. Evidence, one or more reasons for believing that something is or is not true. Philosophy, a particular system of beliefs, values, and principles. Principle, a basic idea or rule that explains or controls how something happens or works. Accommodate, To provide someone with a room or place to sleep, live, or sit. Accuse. To say that someone has done something illegal or wrong. Adjust. To change something slightly to make it fit, work better, or be suitable. Admire. To find someone or something attractive and pleasant to look at. Adopt. To legally take another person's child into your own family, or to accept or start to use something new. Afford. To be able to buy or do something because you have enough money or time. Alert. To warn someone of a possibly dangerous situation. Amuse. To entertain someone, especially by making them laugh or smile. Analyze. To study or examine something in detail in order to understand it. Announce. To make something known or tell people about something officially. Annoy. To make someone angry. Appoint. To choose someone officially for a job or responsibility. Arise. To happen, usually regarding a problem or difficulty. Arrest. If the police arrest someone, they take them away to ask them about a crime. Assemble. To come together in a single place or bring parts together in a single group. Assess. To judge or decide the amount, value, quality, or importance of something. Assist. To help. Associate. To connect someone or something in your mind with someone or something else. Assure. To tell someone confidently that something is true so that they do not worry. Attach. To fasten, join, or connect something. Attempt. To try to do something, especially something difficult. Attend. To go to an event, place, etc. Attract. To pull or draw someone or something towards them physically or by interest. Attribute. To say or think that something is the result of a particular thing. Authorize. To give official permission for something to happen. Await. To wait for or be waiting for something. Award. To give money or a prize following an official decision. Ban. To forbid, it means refuse to allow, especially officially. Bargain. To try to make someone agree to give you something better or cheaper. Behave. To act in a particular way. Belong. To be in the right place or a suitable place. Bet. To risk money on the result of an event or a competition. Blame. To say or think that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad happening. Borrow. To get or receive something from someone with the intention of giving it back after a period of time. Bother. To make the effort to do something, to annoy or cause problems for someone. Absolute. Very great, or to the largest degree possible. Acceptable. Satisfactory and able to be agreed to or approved of. Accessible. Able to be reached or easily obtained. Accidental. Happening by chance, not intended. Active. Busy with a particular activity. Actual. Existing in fact. Additional. Extra. Administrative. Relating to the arrangements and work that is needed to control the operation of a plan or organization. Advanced. modern and well-developed. Aggressive, behaving in an angry and violent way towards another person. Agricultural, used for farming or relating to farming. Alarming, causing worry or fear. Alive, living, not dead. Alternative, an alternative plan or method is one that you can use if you do not want to use another one. Amazing, extremely surprising. Annual, happening once every year. Anxious, worried and nervous. Ashamed, feeling guilty or embarrassed about something you have done. Astonishing, very surprising. Attractive, very pleasing in appearance or sound. Automatic, an automatic machine works by itself rather than being operated by people. Available, able to be bought, used, or reached. Average, the result you get by adding two or more amounts together and dividing the total by the number of amounts. Awake, not sleeping. Awful, extremely bad or unpleasant. Outward, difficult to use, do, or deal with. Basic, simple and not complicated, so able to provide the starting point from which something can develop. Beautiful, very attractive. Biological, connected with the natural processes of living things. Bitter, someone who is bitter is angry and unhappy because they cannot forget bad things that happened in the past. Blind, unable to see. Bold, not frightened of danger. Brave, showing no fear of dangerous or difficult things. Brief, lasting only a short time or containing few words. Bright, full of light, shining. Access, the method or possibility of getting near to a place or person. Accident, something bad that happens that is not expected or intended. Account, an arrangement with a bank to keep your money there. Achievement, something very good and difficult that you have succeeded in doing. Act, a part of a play or opera, to do something for a particular purpose. Action, the process of doing something, especially when dealing with a problem or difficulty. Activity, the situation in which a lot of things are happening or people are moving around. Admission, the act of agreeing that something is true, especially unwillingly. Advantage, a condition giving a greater chance of success. Adventure, an unusual, exciting, and possibly dangerous activity, such as a trip or experience. Advertisement, a picture, short film, song, etc., that tries to persuade people to buy a product or service. Advice, an opinion that someone offers you about what you should do or how you should act in a particular situation. Affair, a situation or subject that is being dealt with or considered. Agency, a business that represents one group of people when dealing with another group. Agenda, a list of matters to be discussed at a meeting. Agent, a person who acts for or represents another. Agreement, the situation in which people have the same opinion or in which they approve of or accept something. Aim, a result that your plans or actions are intended to achieve. Aircraft, any vehicle with or without an engine that can fly, such as a plane or helicopter. Alarm, a sudden worry and fear, especially that something dangerous or unpleasant might happen. Alcohol, drinks such as beer, wine, etc., that can make people drunk. Ambition, a strong wish to achieve something. Amount, a collection or mass, especially of something that cannot be counted. Analysis, the act of analyzing something. Analyst, someone whose job is to study or examine something in detail. Ancestor, a person related to you who lived a long time ago. Anger, a strong feeling that makes you want to hurt someone or be unpleasant because of something unfair or unkind that has happened. Angle, a space between two lines or surfaces at the point at which they touch each other. Anniversary, the day on which an important event happened in a previous year. Anxiety, an uncomfortable feeling of nervousness or worry about something that is happening or might happen. Calculate, to judge the number or amount of something by using the information that you already have. Campaign, to organize a series of activities to try to achieve something. Capture, to take someone as a prisoner or to take something into your possession, especially by force. Cast, to choose actors to play particular parts in a play, film, or show. Cease, to stop something. Celebrate, to take part in special, enjoyable activities in order to show that a particular occasion is important. Challenge, to invite someone to compete or fight. Characterize, to describe something by stating its main qualities. Charge, to ask an amount of money for something, especially a service or activity. Chase, to hurry after someone or something in order to catch him, her, or it. Cite, to mention something as proof for a theory or as a reason why something has happened. Claim, to say that something is true or is a fact, although you cannot prove it and other people might not believe it. Classify, to divide things or people into groups according to their type. Coach, to give special classes in sports or a school subject. Collapse, to fall down suddenly because of pressure or having no strength or support. Combine, to cause to exist together or join together to make a single thing or group. Command, to give someone an order. Commit, to do something illegal or something that is considered wrong. Communicate, to share information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals. Compare, to examine or look for the difference between two or more things. Compete, to try to be more successful than someone or something else. Complain, to say that something is wrong or not satisfactory. Complicate, to make something more difficult to deal with, do, or understand. Compose, to produce music, poetry, or formal writing. Concentrate, to direct your attention or your efforts towards a particular activity, subject, or problem. Conclude, to end a speech, meeting, or piece of writing. Conduct, to organize and perform a particular activity. Confess, to admit that you have done something wrong or something that you feel guilty or bad about. Confirm, to make an arrangement or meeting certain, often by phone or writing. Confuse, to mix up two separate things or people in your mind. Connect, to join or be joined with something else. Conquer, to take control or possession of foreign land or a group of people by force. Consider, to spend time thinking about a possibility or making a decision. Construct, to build something or put together different parts to form something whole. Consume, to use fuel, energy, or time, especially in large amounts. Brilliant, extremely intelligent or skilled, extremely bright, light, or color. Broad, very wide. Candid, honest and telling the truth, especially about something difficult or painful. Casual, not formal, taking place or existing only sometimes. Cautious, someone who is cautious avoids risks. Central, in, at, from, or near the center or most important part of something. Certain, having no doubt or knowing exactly that something is true. Challenging, difficult in a way that tests your ability or determination. Characteristic, typical of a particular person, place, or thing. Charming, pleasant and attractive. Chemical, relating to chemicals. Civil, relating to private arguments between people and not criminal law. Polite and formal. Classical, traditional in style or form, or based on methods developed over a long period of time. Clinical, relating to the examination and treatment of patients. Cognitive, connected with thinking or conscious mental processes. Commercial, related to making money by buying and selling things. Common, the same in a lot of places or for a lot of people. Competitive, wanting very much to win or be more successful than other people. Complete, with all the parts. Complicated, involving a lot of different parts in a way that is difficult to understand. Comprehensive, complete and including everything that is necessary. Compulsory, if something is compulsory, you must do it because of a rule or law. Concerned, worried. Concrete, clear and certain or real and existing in a form that can be seen or felt. Confident, being certain of your abilities or having trust in people, plans, or the future. Confused, unable to think clearly or to understand something. Conscious, awake, thinking, and knowing what is happening around you. Constant, happening a lot or all the time. Constructive, if advice, criticism, or actions are constructive, they are useful and intended to help or improve something. Contemporary, existing or happening now. Continuous, without a pause or interruption. Convenient, suitable for your purposes and needs and causing the least difficulty. Convinced, certain. Corporate, relating to a large company. Creative, producing or using original and unusual ideas. Appeal, a request to the public for money, information, or help. Appearance, the way a person or thing looks to other people. Application, an official request for something, usually in writing. Appointment, a formal arrangement to meet or visit someone at a particular time and place. Appreciation, the act of recognizing or understanding that something is valuable, important, etc. Approval, the feeling of having a positive opinion of someone or something. Architect, a person whose job is to design new buildings and make certain that they are built correctly. Argument, a disagreement or the process of disagreeing. Arrangement, a plan for how something will happen. Array, a large group of things or people, especially one that is attractive or causes admiration. Arrival, the fact of arriving somewhere. Article, a piece of writing on a particular subject in a newspaper or magazine. Assembly, a group of people, especially one that meets regularly for a particular purpose. Assessment, the act of judging or deciding the amount, value, quality, or importance of something. Asset, a useful or valuable quality, skill, or person. Assignment, a piece of work given to someone, typically as part of their studies or job. Assistance, help. Association, a group of people who work together in a single organization for a particular purpose. Atmosphere, the character, feeling, or mood of a place or situation. Attachment, a computer file that is sent together with an email message. A strong feeling of liking someone. Attack, to try to hurt or defeat using violence. Attention, notice, thought, or interest. Attitude, a feeling or opinion about something or someone, or a way of behaving. Attraction, something that makes people want to go to a place or do a particular thing. Audience, the group of people together in one place to watch or listen to a play, film, someone speaking, etc. Author, the writer of a book, article, play, etc. Authority, the moral or legal right or ability to control. Awareness, knowledge that something exists or understanding of a situation or subject at the present time. Background, the things that can be seen behind the main things or people in a picture. Balance, a state where things are of equal weight or force. Contest, to compete for something. Contribute, to give something, especially money, to provide or achieve something together with other people. Control, to order, limit, or rule something. Convert, to change into a different form. Convey, to express a thought, feeling, or idea so that it is understood by other people. Cooperate, to act or work together for a particular purpose. Cope, to deal successfully with a difficult situation. Correspond, to match or be similar or equal, to communicate by writing. Counter, to react to something with an opposing opinion or action. Crash, to have an accident, especially one that damages a vehicle. Create, to make something new. Credit, to pay money into a bank account. To believe something that seems unlikely to be true. Criticize, to express disapproval of someone or something. Cross, to go across from one side of something to the other. Cultivate, to prepare land and grow crops on it. To try to develop and improve something. Cure, to make someone with an illness healthy again. Curl, to make something into the shape of a curl. Damage, to harm or spoil something. Debate, to discuss a subject in a formal way. Declare, to announce something clearly, firmly, publicly, or officially. Decorate, to add something to an object or place to make it look more attractive. Decrease, to become less or to make something become less. Defeat, to win against someone in a fight, war, or competition. Defend, to protect someone or something against attack or criticism. Define, to say what the meaning of something, especially a word, is. Delay, to make something happen at a later time than originally planned. Deliver, to take goods, letters, parcels, etc., to people's houses or places of work. Demand, to ask for something forcefully in a way that shows that you do not expect to be refused. Demonstrate, to show or make something clear, to show how to do something. Deny, to say that something is not true. Depart, to go away or leave, especially on a journey. Depend, to be decided by or to change according to the stated thing. Depict, to represent or show something in a picture or story. Deposit, to put something valuable, especially money, in a bank or safe. Deprive, to take something, especially something necessary or pleasant, away from someone. Descend, to go down or come down. Describe, to say or write what someone or something is like. Deserve, to have earned something because of the way you have behaved or the qualities you have. Design, to make or draw plans for something. Desire, to want something, especially strongly. Destroy, to damage something so badly that it cannot be used. Detail, to describe something completely. Determine, to control or influence something directly or to decide what will happen. Develop, to cause something to grow or change into a more advanced, larger, or stronger form. Devote, to give your time or effort completely to something you believe in or to a person. Differ, to be not like something or someone else. dig, to break up and move soil using a tool, a machine, or your hands. Direct, to control or be in charge of an activity, organization, etc. Disagree, to not have the same opinion, idea, etc. Disappear, to go somewhere where you cannot be seen or found. Disappoint, to fail to satisfy someone or their hopes, wishes, etc. Disapprove, to feel that something or someone is bad, wrong, etc. Discharge, to allow someone officially to leave, to send out a substance, especially waste liquid or gas. Discover, to find information, a place, or an object, especially for the first time. Discuss, to talk about a subject with someone and tell each other your ideas or opinions. Dismiss, to decide that something or someone is not important and not worth considering. Display, to arrange something or a collection of things so that it can be seen by the public. Dissolve, to cause to become liquid, to end an official organization or legal arrangement. Distribute, to give something out to several people or to spread or supply something. Disturb, to interrupt what someone is doing. Divide, to cause to separate into parts or groups. Dominate, to have control over a place or person. Draft, to write down a document for the first time, including the main points but not all the details. Drag, to pull something or someone along the ground somewhere, usually with difficulty. Drain, to remove the liquid from something, usually by pouring it away. Draw, to make a picture of something or someone with a pencil or pen. Drop, to fall or to allow something to fall. Drown, to cause to die by being unable to breathe underwater. Earn, to receive money as payment for work that you do. Ease, to make or become less severe, difficult, unpleasant, painful, etc. Edit, to make changes to a text or film to prepare it for being printed or shown. Educate, to teach someone, especially using the formal system of school, college, or university. Elect, to decide on or choose, especially to choose a person for a particular job by voting. Eliminate, to remove someone or something. Embarrass, to cause someone to feel nervous, worried, or uncomfortable. Embrace, to hold someone tightly with both arms, to accept something enthusiastically. Employ, to have someone work for you and pay them for it. Enable, to make someone able to do something or to make something possible. Encounter, to meet someone unexpectedly. Encourage, to make someone more likely to do something. Endure, to suffer something difficult, unpleasant, or painful. Engage, to interest someone in something and keep them thinking about it. Enhance, to improve the quality, amount, or strength of something. Enjoy, to get pleasure from something. Inquire, to ask for information. Ensure, to make something certain to happen. Entertain, to keep a group of people interested or enjoying themselves. Entitle, to give someone the right to do or have something. Equip, to provide a person or a place with objects that are necessary for a particular purpose. Establish, to start a company or organization that will continue for a long time. Estimate, to guess or calculate the cost, size, value, etc. of something. Evolve, to develop gradually. Examine, to look at or consider a person or thing carefully and in detail. Exceed, to be greater than a number or amount, or to go past an allowed limit. Exchange, to give something to someone and at the same time receive something from them. Exclude, to prevent someone or something from entering a place or taking part in an activity. Excuse, to forgive someone. Execute, to kill someone as a legal punishment. Execute, to do or perform something, especially in a planned way. Exercise, to do physical activities to make your body strong and healthy. Exhibit, to show something publicly. Cynical, believing that people are only interested in themselves and are not sincere. Damaging, harmful. Daring, brave and taking risks. Deadly, likely to cause death. Decent, socially acceptable or good. Decisive, able to make decisions quickly and confidently. Deeply, strongly or seriously. Defensive, used to protect someone or something against attack. Definite, fixed, certain or clear. Delicate, needs to be dealt with carefully or gently. Delightful, very pleasant, attractive or enjoyable. Democratic, based on the principles of democracy. Dense, having parts that are close together so that it is difficult to go or see through. Dependent, needing the support of something or someone in order to continue existing or operating. Depressed, unhappy and without hope. Desirable, worth having and wanted by most people. Destructive, causing or able to cause damage. Detailed, giving a lot of information with many details. Determined, wanting to do something very much and not allowing anyone or any difficulties to stop you. Differing, different. Demanding, needing a lot of time, attention, or energy. Digital, using or relating to digital signals and computer technology. Direct, going in a straight line towards somewhere or someone. Disabled, not having one or more of the physical or mental abilities that most people have. Disastrous, extremely bad or unsuccessful. Distinct, clearly separate and different from something else. Distinctive, easy to recognize because it is different from other things. Disturbed, not thinking or behaving normally because of mental or emotional problems. Diverse, including many different types of people or things. Divine, connected with a god or like a god. Domestic, relating to a person's own country, relating to the home. Dominant, more important, strong, or noticeable than anything else of the same type. Double, twice the size, amount, price, etc. Dual, with two parts or combining two things. Due, expected to happen, arrive, etc. at a particular time. Dull, not interesting or exciting in any way. Dumb, stupid. Eager, wanting very much to do something or have something. Earnest, serious and determined. Ecological, relating to ecology or the environment. Economic, relating to trade, industry, and money. Economical, not using a lot of fuel, money, etc. Educated, having learned a lot at school or university and having a good level of knowledge. Educational, providing education or relating to education. Elaborate, containing a lot of careful detail or many detailed parts. Elderly, polite word for old. Electric, using electricity for power. Electrical, relating to electricity. Electronic, using or based on electronics. Elegant, graceful and attractive in appearance or behavior. Eligible, having the necessary qualities or fulfilling the necessary conditions. Embarrassed, feeling ashamed or shy. Emotional, relating to the emotions. Empirical, based on what is experienced or seen rather than on theory. Empty-handed, without bringing or taking anything. Encouraging, making you feel more confidence or hope. Endless, never finishing or seeming never to finish. Energetic, having or involving a lot of energy. Engaged, having formally agreed to marry. Engaging, pleasant, attractive, and charming. Enjoyable, giving pleasure. Enormous, extremely large. Entertaining, funny and enjoyable. Enthusiastic, showing enthusiasm. Entire, whole or complete with nothing missing. Environmental, relating to the environment. Equal, the same in amount, number, or size. Equivalent, having the same amount, value, purpose, qualities, etc. Essential, necessary or needed. Ethical, relating to beliefs about what is morally right and wrong. Ethnic, relating to a particular race of people. Even, flat and smooth or on the same level. Eventual, happening or existing at a later time or at the end. Everyday, ordinary, typical, or usual. Evident, easily seen or understood. Evil, morally bad, cruel, or very unpleasant. Exact, in great detail or complete, correct, or true in every way. Excellent, extremely good. Excess, an amount that is more than acceptable, expected, or reasonable. Excessive, too much. Excited, feeling very happy and enthusiastic. Exciting, making you feel very happy and enthusiastic. Exclusive, limited to only one person or group of people. Executive, relating to making decisions and managing businesses. Exotic, unusual and exciting because of coming from far away. Expected, thought likely to happen. Expenditure, noun, the total amount of money that a government or person spends. Experienced, having skill or knowledge because you have done something many times. Experimental, relating to tests, especially scientific ones. Expert, having or showing a lot of knowledge or skill. Explicit, clear and exact. Explosive, exploding or able to explode easily. External, of, on, for, or coming from the outside. Extraordinary, very unusual, special, unexpected, or strange. Extreme, very large in amount or degree. Fabulous, very good, excellent. Fair, treating someone in a way that is right or reasonable. Faithful, loyal. Familiar, easy to recognize because of being seen, met, heard, etc. before. Band, a group of musicians who play music together. Barrier, a structure or natural feature that prevents people from crossing an area. Base, the bottom part of an object, the main place where a person works or stays. Basis, the most important facts or ideas from which something is developed. Battle, a fight between armed forces. Beauty, the quality of being pleasing, especially to look at. Beginning, the first part of something. Behavior, the way that someone behaves. Belief, the feeling of being certain that something exists or is true. Benefit, a helpful or good effect. Bias, an unfair support or opposition to a person or thing based on personal opinion. Bid, an offer of a particular amount of money for something. Bill, a request for payment of money owed. Biology, the scientific study of living things. Birth, the time when a baby is born. Blame, responsibility for an accident, problem, or bad situation. Blanket, a flat cover made of wool or similar warm material. Block, a solid piece of hard material, a distance along a street. Board, a long, thin, flat piece of wood, a group of people who manage a company. Bomb, a weapon that explodes. Bond, a close connection joining two or more people. Bone, the hard parts inside a human or animal. Bonus, an extra amount of money given as a reward. Border, a line that divides one country from another. Boss, the person in charge. Boundary, a line that marks the edge or limit of something. Branch, a part of something larger, a local office of a company. Brand, a type of product made by a particular company. Breach, an act of breaking a law, promise, or agreement. Break, an interruption, a pause. Breakdown, a mechanical failure or a failure in a relationship or system. Breast, either of the two soft, rounded parts of a woman's chest. Breath, the air that goes into and out of your lungs. Brick,
a rectangular block of hard material used for building. Brief, a set of instructions or information. Broadband, a high-speed internet connection. Broadcast, a television or radio program. Bubble, a ball of gas in liquid or air. Budget, a plan showing how much money will be earned and spent. Builder, a person whose job is to build or repair houses. Building, a structure with walls and a roof. Bullet, a small metal object shot from a gun. Bunch, a number of things fastened together. Burden, a heavy load, something difficult to bear. Bureau, a government department, a desk. Bush, a plant with many small branches growing from the ground. Business, the activity of buying and selling goods and services. Businessman, a man who works in business. Buyer, someone who buys something. Cabinet, a piece of furniture with shelves or drawers, a group of senior government ministers. Calculation, the process of using mathematics, a careful assessment. Calculator, an electronic device for doing calculations. Calendar, a printed table showing days, weeks, and months. Campaign, a group of activities intended to achieve a particular aim. Candidate, a person competing for a job or elected position. Capability, the ability or power to do something. Capital, a city that is the center of government, money for investment. Captain, the person in charge of a ship or aircraft, a team leader. Carbon, a chemical element found in all living things. Career, the series of jobs that you do during your working life. Cargo, the goods carried by a ship, aircraft, or other large vehicle. Carriage, a vehicle with 4 wheels pulled by horses. Carrier, a person or thing that carries something, a company that transports goods. Case, a particular situation, a container. Cash, money in the form of notes and coins. Cast, the actors in a film, play, or show. Castle, a large, strong building built in the past for protection. Casualty, a person injured or killed in an accident or war. Catalog, a book with a list of goods you can buy. Category, a group of things having similar features. Cause, the reason why something happens. Caution, great care and attention. Cave, a large hole in the side of a hill or underground. Ceiling, the inside surface of a room above you. Celebration, a special social event to celebrate something. Cell, the smallest basic unit of a plant or animal, a small room in a prison. Century, a period of 100 years. Ceremony, a formal act or set of acts performed as prescribed by ritual or custom. Certainty, the state of being completely confident. Chain, a set of connected things, a series of metal rings. Chairman, a person in charge of a meeting or organization. Chamber, a room used for a special or official purpose. Champion, someone who has beaten all other competitors. Championship, a competition to decide who is the best. Chance, an occasion that allows something to be done. Luck. Change, the result of something becoming different. Coins. Channel, a television station, a route for water. Chaos, a state of total confusion with no order. Chapter, a section of a book, a distinct period in history or life. Character, the combination of qualities that make a person different, a person in a story. Charity, an organization that gives help to those in need. Chart, a drawing that shows information in a simple way. Chemistry, the scientific study of substances and how they react. Chest, the upper front part of the body, a large, strong box. Chief, a person in charge. Childhood, the time when someone is a child. Chip, a small piece broken off, a computer part. Choice, an act or possibility of choosing. Choir, a group of people who sing together. Citizen, a legal member of a country. Expect, to think that something will happen. Experience, to have something happen to you. Experiment, to try something new in order to see what happens. Expire, if a document or agreement expires, the period of time for which it is valid ends. Explain, to make something clear or easy to understand. Explode, to break up into pieces violently. Exploit, to use something in a way that helps you, to use someone unfairly. Explore, to search and discover. Export, to send goods to another country for sale. Expose, to remove what is covering something so that it can be seen. Express, to show a feeling, opinion, or fact. Extend, to add to something in order to make it bigger or longer. Face, to accept that something unpleasant is true and start to deal with it. Fade, to cause to lose color, brightness, or strength gradually. Fail, to not succeed in what you are trying to do. Feature, to include someone or something as an important part. Feed, to give food to a person or animal. Feel, to experience something physical or emotional. Fetch, to go to another place to get something and bring it back. Finance, to provide the money needed for something to happen. Fire, to shoot a gun, to remove someone from their job. Fix, to repair something. Flash, to shine brightly and suddenly, or to make something shine in this way. Flee, to escape by running away, especially because of danger or fear. Float, to stay on the surface of a liquid and not sink. Flood, to cause to fill or become covered with water. Flow, of a liquid, gas, or electricity to move in one direction. Fold,
to bend something, especially paper or cloth, so that one part of it lies on the other part. Forbid, to refuse to allow something, especially officially. Force, to make something happen or make someone do something difficult. Forecast, to say what you expect to happen in the future. Form, to begin to exist or to make something begin to exist. Formulate, to develop all the details of a plan for doing something. Found, to bring something into existence. Frame, to express something in a particular way. Freeze, to turn into ice. Frighten, to make someone feel fear. Fulfill, to do something that is expected, hoped for, or promised. Function, to work or operate. Fund, to provide the money to pay for an event, activity, or organization. Gain, to get something that is useful, that gives you an advantage, or that is in some way positive. Gather, to collect several things or people. Gaze, to look at something or someone for a long time. Generate, to cause something to exist. Gesture, to use a movement of the hands, arms, or head to express an idea or feeling. Glance, to give a quick short look. Govern, to control and direct the public business of a country, city, group of people, etc. Grab, to take hold of something or someone suddenly. Grade, to separate people or things into different levels of quality, size, or importance. Grant, to give or allow someone something, usually in an official way.
Grasp, to understand something, especially something difficult. Greet, to welcome someone with particular words or a particular action. Grin, to smile a wide smile. Grip, to hold very tightly. Grow, to increase in size or amount. Guarantee, to promise that something will happen or exist. Guard, to protect someone or something from being attacked or stolen. Guess, to give an answer to a particular question when you do not have all the facts. Guide, to show someone how to do something difficult. Handle, to deal with, have responsibility for, or be in charge of. Hang, to fasten or support something at the top, leaving the other parts free to move. Harm, to hurt someone or damage something. Head, to go in a particular direction. Heal, to make or become well again, especially after a cut or other injury. Heat, to make something hot or warm. Hesitate, to pause before you do or say something, often because you are uncertain or nervous. Hide, to put something or someone in a place where that thing or person cannot be seen or found. Highlight, to attract attention to or emphasize something important. Hire, to pay to use something for a short period. Hold, to take and keep something in your hand or arms. Honor, to show great respect for someone or something. Host, to provide the space and other things necessary for a special event. Hunt, to chase and try to catch and kill an animal. Hurry, to move or do things more quickly than normal. Hurt, to feel pain in a part of your body or to injure someone or cause them pain. Identify, to recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what that person or thing is. Ignore, to intentionally not listen or give attention to. Illustrate, to draw pictures for a book, magazine, etc. Imagine, to form or have a mental picture or idea of something. Imitate, to behave in a similar way to someone or something else. Impact, to have an influence on something. Import, to buy or bring in products from another country. Impose, to officially force a rule, tax, punishment, etc. to be obeyed or received. Impress, to cause someone to admire or respect you. Improve, to cause to get better. Include, to contain something as a part of something else. Increase, to make something become larger in amount or size. Indicate, to show, point, or make clear in another way. Influence, to affect or change how someone or something develops, behaves, or thinks. Inform, to tell someone about particular facts. Inherit, to receive money, a house, etc. from someone after they have died. Injure, to hurt or cause physical harm to a person or animal. Inspect, to look at something or someone carefully in order to discover information. Install, to put furniture, a machine, or a piece of equipment into position and make it ready to use. Instruct, to order or tell someone to do something, especially in a formal way. Insult, to say or do something to someone that is rude or offensive. Intend, to have as a plan or purpose. Interact, to communicate with or react to. Interest, to attract your attention and make you feel that you want to know more about something. Interfere, to involve yourself in a situation when your involvement is not wanted or is not helpful. Interpret, to decide what the intended meaning of something is. Interrupt, to stop a person from speaking for a short period by something you say or do. Intervene, to intentionally become involved in a difficult situation in order to improve it or prevent it from getting worse. Interview, to ask someone questions in an interview. Introduce, to put something into use, operation, or a place for the first time. Invent, to design and create something that has never been made before. Invest, to put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or get an advantage. Investigate, to examine a crime, problem, statement, etc. carefully, especially to discover the truth. Invite, to ask or request someone to go to an event. Involve, to include someone in something or to make them take part in or feel part of it. Isolate, to separate something from other things with which it is connected or mixed. Issue, to produce or provide something official. Join, to connect or fasten things together. Judge, to form, give, or have as an opinion or to decide about something or someone, especially after thinking carefully. Jump, to push yourself suddenly off the ground. Kick, to hit someone or something with the foot. Kill, to cause someone or something to die. Kiss,
to touch with your lips. Knock, to repeatedly hit something producing a noise. Label, to fasten a label to. Lack, to not have or not have enough of something that is needed or wanted. Land, to cause to arrive on the ground or other surface after moving down through the air. Last, to continue to exist. Launch, to begin something such as a plan or introduce something new such as a product. Lay, to put something in especially a flat or horizontal position. Lead, to control a group of people, a country, or a situation. Lean, to cause to slope in one direction or to move the top part of the body in a particular direction. Leap, to make a large jump or sudden movement, usually from one place to another. Learn, to get knowledge or skill in a new subject or activity. Leave, to go away from someone or something. Financial, relating to money or how money is managed. Fine, good or good enough, healthy and well. Firm, not soft but not completely hard. Fit, healthy and strong, especially as a result of exercise. Fixed, arranged or decided already and not able to be changed. Flat, level and smooth with no curved, high or hollow parts. Flexible, able to change or be changed easily according to the situation. Foreign, belonging or connected to a country that is not your own. Formal, public or official. Former, of or in an earlier time, before the present time or in the past. Fortunate, lucky. Forward, towards the direction that is in front of you. Fragile, easily damaged, broken, or harmed. Free, not limited or controlled. Frequent, happening often. Fresh, new or different. Friendly, behaving in a pleasant, kind way towards someone. Frightened, feeling fear or worry. Functional, designed to be practical and useful rather than attractive. Funny, humorous, causing laughter. Furious, extremely angry. Future, happening or existing in the future. General, involving or relating to most or all people, things, or places, especially when these are considered as a unit. Generous, willing to give money, help, kindness, etc., especially more than is usual or expected. Gentle, calm, kind, or soft. Genuine, if something is genuine, it is real and exactly what it appears to be. Giant, extremely large. Glad, pleased and happy. Global, relating to the whole world. Golden, made of gold. Good, very satisfactory, enjoyable, pleasant, or interesting. Gorgeous, very beautiful or pleasant. Gradual, happening or changing slowly over a long period of time or distance. Grand, important and large in degree. Grateful, showing or expressing thanks, especially to another person. Great, large in amount, size, or degree. Green, relating to the protection of the environment. Gray, of the color that is a mixture of black and white. Gross, total, before tax. Guilty, feeling guilt.
handy, useful or convenient. Happy, feeling, showing or causing pleasure or satisfaction. Hard, not easy to bend, cut or break. Harmful, causing harm. Harsh, unpleasant, unkind, cruel or more severe than is necessary. Healthy, strong and well. Heavy, weighing a lot. Helpful, willing to help or useful. Helpless, unable to do anything to help yourself or anyone else. High, being a large distance from top to bottom. Hilarious, extremely funny and causing a lot of laughter. Historic, important or likely to be important in history. Historical, connected with studying or representing things from the past. Hollow, having a hole or empty space inside. Holy, related to a religion or a god. Homeless, without a home. Honest, telling the truth or able to be trusted and not likely to steal, cheat, or lie. Hopeful, having hope. Horrible, very unpleasant or bad. Hot, having a high temperature. Huge, extremely large in size or amount. Human, being, relating to, or belonging to a person or to people as opposed to animals. Humble, not proud or not believing that you are important. Humorous, funny or making you laugh. Hungry, wanting or needing food. Ideal, perfect or the best possible. Identical, exactly the same or very similar. Illegal, not allowed by law. Illogical, not reasonable, wise, or practical, usually because directed by the emotions rather than by careful thought. Imaginary, existing only in the mind, not real. Immediate, happening or done without delay or very soon after something else. Immense, extremely large in size or degree. Immoral, not following accepted standards of morality. Immune, protected against a particular disease by particular substances in the blood. Impatient, easily annoyed by someone's mistakes or because you have to wait. Important, necessary or of great value. Impossible, if an action or event is impossible, it cannot happen or be achieved. Impressive, if an object or achievement is impressive, you admire or respect it, usually because it is special, important, or very large. Improper, dishonest and against a law or a rule. Inappropriate, unsuitable. Incapable, unable to do something. Incidental, less important than the thing something is connected with or part of. Incorrect, not correct or not true. Incredible, impossible or very difficult to believe. Independent, not influenced or controlled in any way by other people, events, or things. Indirect, happening in addition to an intended result, often in a way that is complicated or not obvious. Individual, single or particular, special. Industrial, connected with industry.
Infectious. Able to be passed from one person, animal, or plant to another. Inferior. Not good or not as good as someone or something else. Informal. Not formal or official. Initial. Of or at the beginning. Injured. Hurt or physically harmed. Inner. Inside or contained within something else. Innocent. Of a person not guilty of a particular crime. Innovative. Using new methods or ideas. Instant. Happening or produced immediately. Institutional. Relating to an institution. Instrumental. If someone or something is in causing it to happen. Insufficient. Not enough. Intact. Complete and in the original state. Integral. Necessary and important as a part of a whole. Intellectual. Relating to your ability to think and understand things, especially complicated ideas. Intelligent. Showing ability to learn and understand things easily. Intended. Planned or designed. Intensive. Involving a lot of effort or activity in a short period of time. Interested. Wanting to give your attention to something and discover more about it. Interesting. Someone or something that is interesting keeps your attention because he, she, or it is unusual, exciting, or has a lot of ideas. Interior. The inside part of something. Internal. Inside an object or building. City. A place where many people live with many houses, stores, businesses, etc., and which is bigger than a town. Civilian. A person who is not a member of the police or the armed forces. Civilization. Human society with its well-developed social organizations or the culture and way of life of a society or country at a particular period in time. Claim. A statement that something is true or is a fact, although other people might not believe it. Clarity. The quality of being clear and easy to understand. Class. A group of students who are taught together at school, college, or university. Classic. A piece of writing, a musical recording, or a film that is well known and of a high standard and lasting value. Clause. A particular part of a written legal document, for example, a law passed by Parliament or a contract. Clerk. A person who works in an office dealing with records or performing general office duties. Client. A customer or someone who receives services. Climate. The general weather conditions usually found in a particular place. Clinic. A building, often part of a hospital, to which people can go for medical care or advice relating to a particular condition. Clock. A device for measuring and showing time which is usually in or on a building and is not worn by a person. Close. To cause something to change from being open to not being open. Closet. A cupboard or a small room with a door used for storing things, especially clothes. Cloth. A type of woven material. Clothes. Things such as dresses and trousers that you wear to cover, protect, or decorate your body. Clothing. Clothes, especially clothes of a particular type or those worn in a particular situation. Cloud. A gray or white mass in the sky made of very small drops of water. Club. An organization of people with a common purpose or interest who meet regularly and share activities. Coach. Someone whose job is to teach people to improve at a sport, skill, or school subject. Coal. A hard black substance that is dug from the earth and burnt as fuel. Coast. The land next to or close to the sea. Coat.
An outer piece of clothing with sleeves that is worn over other clothes, usually for warmth. Code. A system of words, letters, or signs used to represent a message in secret form. Coffee. A dark brown, slightly bitter drink usually served hot. Coin. A small round piece of metal, usually silver or copper-colored, that is used as money. Cold. At a low temperature, especially when compared to the temperature of the human body. Collapse. To fall down suddenly because of pressure or having no strength or support. Colleague. One of a group of people who work together. Collection. A group of objects of one type that have been collected by one person or in one place. Collector. Someone who collects objects because they are interesting or beautiful. College. A university where you can study for an undergraduate degree. Color. Red, blue, green, yellow, etc. Column. A tall, solid vertical post, usually round in shape. Combination. The mixture you get when two or more things are combined. Comfort. A pleasant feeling of being relaxed and free from pain. Command. An order, especially one given by a soldier. Commander. An officer who is in charge of a military operation or an officer of a particular rank in many countries' naval forces. Comment. Something that you say or write that expresses your opinion. Commerce. The activities involved in buying and selling things. Commercial. Related to buying and selling things. Commission. A group of people who have been formally chosen to discover information about a problem or examine the reasons why the problem exists. Commitment. A willingness to give your time and energy to something that you believe in, or a promise or firm decision to do something. Committee. A small group of people chosen to represent a larger organization and either make decisions or collect information for it. Commodity. A substance or product that can be traded, bought, or sold. Common. The same in a lot of places or for a lot of people. Communication. The act of communicating with people. Community. The people living in one particular area or people who are considered as a unit because of their common interests, social group, or nationality. Companion. A person you spend a lot of time with, often because you are friends or because you are traveling together. Company. An organization that sells goods or services in order to make money. Comparison. The act of comparing two or more things or people. Compassion. A strong feeling of sympathy and sadness for the suffering or bad luck of others and a wish to help them. Compensation. Money that is paid to someone in exchange for something that has been lost or damaged or for some problem. Competition. A situation in which someone is trying to win something or be more successful than someone else. Competitor. A person, team, or company that is competing against others. Complaint. A statement that something is wrong or not satisfactory. Completion. The act of finishing something that you are doing or making. Complex. Involving a lot of different parts but related parts. Complexity. The state of having many parts and being difficult to understand or find an answer to. Compliance. The act of obeying an order, rule, or request. Complication. Something that makes a situation more difficult or the state of being difficult. Component. A part that combines with other parts to form something bigger. Composer. A person who writes music. Composition. A piece of music that someone has written. Compound. A chemical that combines two or more elements. Concentration. The ability to think carefully about something you are doing and nothing else. Concept, a principle or idea. Concern, to cause worry to someone. Concert, a performance of music by one or more musicians or singers. Concession, something that is allowed or given up, often in order to end a disagreement, or the act of allowing or giving this. Conclusion, the final part of something. Condition, the particular state that something or someone is in. Conduct, to organize and perform a particular activity. Conference, an event sometimes lasting a few days at which there is a group of talks on a particular subject or a meeting in which especially business matters are discussed formally. Confidence, the quality of being certain of your abilities or of having trust in people, plans, or the future. Conflict, an active disagreement between people with opposing opinions or principles. Confusion, a situation in which people do not understand what is happening, what they should do, or who they are, etc. Congress, a large formal meeting of representatives from countries or societies at which ideas are discussed. Connection, the state of being related to someone or something else. Conscience, the part of you that judges how moral your own actions are and makes you feel guilty about bad things that you have done or things you feel responsible for. Consciousness, the state of understanding and realizing something. Consensus, a generally accepted opinion or decision among a group of people. Consent, permission or agreement. Consequence, a result of a particular action or situation, often one that is bad or not convenient. Conservation, the protection of plants and animals, natural areas, and interesting and important structures and buildings, especially from the damaging effects of human activity. Conservative, not usually liking or trusting change, especially sudden change. Consideration, the act of thinking about something carefully. Consistency, the quality of always behaving or performing in a similar way or of always happening in a similar way. Consonant, a letter of the alphabet that represents a sound made by the blocking or restriction of breath. Conspiracy, the activity of secretly planning with other people to do something bad or illegal. Constitution, the set of political principles by which a state or organization is governed, especially in relation to the rights of the people it governs. Constraint, something that controls what you do by keeping you within particular limits. Construction, the work of building or making something, especially buildings, bridges, etc. Consultant, someone who advises people on a particular subject. Consultation, a meeting with a doctor or other expert to get advice or treatment. Consumer, a person who buys goods or services for their own use. Consumption, the amount used or eaten. Contact, communication with someone, especially by speaking to them or writing to them regularly. Container, a hollow object such as a box or a bottle that can be used for holding something, especially to carry or store it. Content, pleased with your situation and not hoping for change or improvement. Contest, a competition to do better than other people, usually in which prizes are given. Context, the situation within which something exists or happens, and that can help explain it. Continent,
one of the 7 large land masses on the Earth's surface, surrounded or mainly surrounded by sea and usually consisting of various countries. Contract. A legal document that states and explains a formal agreement between 2 different people or groups, or the agreement itself. Contradiction. The fact of something being the complete opposite of something else, or very different from something else, so that one of them must be wrong. Contrast. An obvious difference between 2 or more things. Contribution. Something that you contribute or do to help produce or achieve something together with other people, or to help make something successful. Control. To order, limit, or rule something or someone's actions or behavior. Controversy. A lot of disagreement or argument about something, usually because it affects or is important to many people. Convenience. The state of being convenient. Convention. A large formal meeting of people who do a particular job or have a similar interest, or a large meeting for a political party. Conversation. Talk between 2 or more people in which thoughts, feelings, and ideas are exchanged, questions are asked and answered, or news and information is exchanged. Conversion. The process of converting something from one thing to another. Conviction. A strong opinion or belief. Cook. Someone who prepares and cooks food. Cooking. The activity of preparing food and cooking it. Cooperation. The act of working together with someone or doing what they ask you. Copper. A chemical element that is a reddish-brown metal used especially for making wire and poins. Copy. To produce something so that it is the same as an original piece of work. Core. The basic and most important part of something. Corner. The point, area, or line that is formed by the meeting of 2 lines, surfaces, roads, etc. Corporation. A large company or group of companies that is controlled together as a single organization. Correction. A change made to something in order to correct it or improve it. Correspondence. Letters, emails, etc. that are sent to someone. Corridor. A long passage in a building or train, especially with rooms on either side. Cost. The amount of money needed to buy, do, or make something. Costume. The set of clothes typical of a particular country or period of history, or suitable for a particular activity. Cottage. A small house, usually in the countryside. Cotton. The threads that grow around the seeds of a tall plant grown especially in the U.S., China, and India. Council. A group of people elected or chosen to make decisions or give advice on a particular subject, to represent a particular group of people, or to run a particular organization. Count. To say numbers one after the other in order, or to calculate the number of people or things in a group. Counter. A long, flat, narrow surface or table in a shop, bank, restaurant, etc., at which people are served. Country. An area of land that has its own government, army, etc. Countryside. Land not in towns, cities, or industrial areas, that is either used for farming or left in its natural condition. County. a political division of the UK or Ireland, forming the largest unit of local government or the largest political division of a state in the US. Couple, two or a few things that are similar or the same, or two or a few people who are in some way connected. Courage, the ability to control your fear in a dangerous or difficult situation. Course, a set of classes or a plan of study on a particular subject, usually leading to an exam or qualification. Court, a place where trials and other legal cases happen, or the people present in such a place, especially the officials and those deciding if someone is guilty.
This is all for today. See you later. Bye.